And what we lack in our community is education. And in Haiti itself, if you better than me, I'm not gonna try to bring you along because I feel like instead I want to give you the kutpud. It's the truth, right? I want to give you the kutpud because I want to have your position. If you speak better than me, I try to do something bad to you to get your position. So I think that's what we have in our community, lack of education.
Let's talk about that. That's
Well,
next. Go ahead.
I
Cover
disagree
that.
because you're saying that there is a lack of education. I think you're underestimating the Haitian community. I believe that there's a lot of us who have, since I've been here for over 23 years, there's a lot of us who's going to school who are throughout the whole United States that are highly educated. So I think that there is a lot of people who are educated, you know.
Can you put that on a scale?
I don't think you need a scale because
you do actually to have a statistic. You have to have something on a scale, and be honest with yourself. We could say 60% of Haiti is not educated.
Well, I'm not talking about Haiti. I'm talking about here.
Yeah, but the actual Haitian that actually come to America.
But we have a lot of us. We have a lot of us who are educated here.
True.
Who can do a lot of things, who can participate, who can go to meetings, who can join boards, and who can get involved.
Which is true. But how many of them are doing that?
I think this whole room, there's plenty of people who are educated in this room.
I understand. I'm not speaking of the room,
Right.
but you have to look at the bigger picture.
So the bigger picture is this: you gave a statistic. You could back that up. 70% of Haitian Americans,
Close to 70%.
close to 70% of them are not graduating from high school. And in
But
this
if it
day and
end up
age-
being 67%, it doesn't mean that it's good because it's not 70%.
absolutely.
Okay, we say let's go with 70. How many people do we have in here?
Well, we can take a poll, but this is what I'd like to
Well,
do: is we
my
want to recognize.
statistic
Let me
refer
just-
to student in high school, so we're
Right.
not talking about this group of
We're
people
not
here.
right,
But-
but what I'm saying is, let's not talk over each other. The issue is this: education is important. There are a lot of us who are educated, but yet there are some of us who are not. Perhaps we want to focus in on what we can do. Why is education so important in this day and age? And what can we do to inspire people to strive for higher education? Is it okay to just finish high school in 2009? What should be our level of education within the Haitian community to make sure that we are progressing at the level that we should be?
Simple, better role models.
Better role models.
We have a lack of role models. Our youths, what they're looking at is Wyclef Jean, Zopound. Those are the two things Haitian youth in high school will look at the moment. They would say, okay, if I drop out of high school and go do music, I probably become as big as Wyclef Jean. But if I get intimidated on that route, I could say I'm part of Zopound. You have to deal with reality. That's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with kids that thinks the only way to make it in life is either you go through music or you be part of a gang.
Okay. So role models.
Who's
And you
these
say?
kids? I don't know all these kids that you're saying that they're looking for only being to either be Wyclef or to be part of a gang. I know a lot of people who parents have brought those kids here who want to go to school and who want to get a better education. So I think that, you know, you can't just focus on, hey, there's people who wants to be just rappers or wants to be gangs. I think that we have a lot of highly educated students who are in the United States, you know, who want to continue their education and who wants to make it better. So it's not just about the gangs and the people who want to be rappers.
So what do you say? Answer the question. And this is what makes it so great that we have a forum, a dynamic of where you're being exposed to different realities. For Kuji, he's exposed to those particular
Right.
students who are not pursuing education, whereby your exposure is something different. And that's why this is great, because we get to see both perspectives. So I'll let you get in there, Mr.
This
Bernard.
conversation illustrates the very point that we're making. Within South Florida, or perhaps everywhere else in the nation, but because we live in South Florida, I'm referring to South Florida, there are very few credible statistics on the Haitian community. 4 years ago, I read in the Palm Beach Post a study that was conducted on the Jewish community in Palm Beach County. They were saying, who is the Jewish community in Palm Beach County? They were giving statistics, where they live, what they do for a living, how many of them were educated, how many of them had women and girls and this and that. And within the Haitian community, if you go to any agencies of the government today, there is no statistic because they put us on the blacks. And then when they do that, the issues that we have are not similar to African American. It's not like we don't want to be in the black because we are black, but then the people, the government official get a pass because they can do things, and then the people that are benefiting from it are native-born Haitian American or native-born Americans, when the majority of the Haitian community is not counted. There are very agencies you could go to. Right now, we've been after the school district of Palm Beach County for 6 or 7 years. We said to them, give us the result of the FCAT by Haitian kids.
Right.
So we can know how many of them are failing. As a school, we can make certain initiative in order to try to fix that. We don't know. So therefore, like Commissioner Mack was saying, with the Census Bureau, I hope we will have better figures. But until we have better figures, it's hard for us to go at the policy level and ask people to change things. Because in the United States, you have to change things at the policy level.
Excellent point. So the lack of statistics for our community makes it very difficult to pinpoint what our issues are.
For example, we say in Delaware Beach, 21% of the population of Delaware Beach, we had made a statistical study with an organization called Profile Marketing that had made a projection for us. And we came to the determination like 21%, 18 to 21% of the population of Delaware Beach is made up of Haitian people. Yet everybody reject that. And when you go to the city, they say you only have 8%. And no one can demonstrate. Even the city fathers don't really know.
Dr. Alexander.
Yeah, I can identify two problems. Number one, we need to teach our kids how to invest in the future. They believe that they're trying to drop out of school because they can get a job at McDonald's for $7 an hour. So they think they're good with it, but they do not see in 20s later, number one. Number two, the crucial thing, the most important thing, and having a diploma is one thing. It's depending on what you study. We've seen a lot of Asian kids out there with the BSBA not doing anything. They can even find a job for $10 an hour. And that's the most important thing. I'm tired to seeing so many kids with BSBA not doing anything on the street because they study the wrong thing.
Dr. Alexander, and that's one of the questions I have. What fields of study do you believe are up and coming? What fields of study in particular do you think we should be pursuing so that we're not getting BSs and BAs and you know, we have student loans and we're not producing? So getting the education is one thing, but getting it in a field where you can prosper is something else. So if you do have some insight on that, that'd be great.
I do not want to be biased. I don't.
No bias. This is your perspective.
He's going to say medical doctor.
But of course.
Well, you know, it hurt me deeply when I see young Asian kids. I know a few of them, a bunch of them, with BA and BS. What do you mean? Your mom is poor, your dad is poor, and you went to school to philosophy, BA and philosophy. What you going to do with philosophy?
Hey, that's a perspective. So
nothing wrong with that.
No problem.
If nothing wrong with that, you know, nothing wrong. I didn't go to medical school to make money. Trust me. No.
Right.